During the Middle Ages, educated Europeans, also known as natural philosophers, relied on Greeks for their scientific knowledge. During this time, they mastered Greek and Latin, which allowed them to understand Roman works. This led to advancements in mathematics, physics, astronomy, biology, and chemistry.
Francis Bacon developed the scientific method. He believed that inductive reasoning should be used to learn about nature. The scientific method uses observations and organized experiments to create test hypotheses. He believed this system could be used to give human power over nature.
In the 16th century, Galen, a Greek physician, dissected animals rather than humans to picture the human body. He was usually wrong. William Harvey and Andreas Vesalius developed information on human anatomy. They did experiments like dissecting human bodies to describe the organs and structure of the human body.
Francis Vitti was the first to use letters to show unknown quantities. He applied this method to geometry. He also created the foundation for trigonometry. When algebra, geometry, and trigonometry advanced, it became easier to show proof of theories. He introduced the decimal system of representing fractions.
Before the 17th and 18th centuries, chemistry was very inaccurate due to the misunderstanding of nature and elements. Antoine Lavoisier created the naming system for the chemical elements. He is known as the founder of modern chemistry.
Isaac Newton was a mathematics professor who created the 3 laws of motion that supports the planets and objects on Earth. And he was influenced by another mathematician, Johannes Kepler, who studied things in space.
Johannes Kepler was a German mathematician who tried to prove the Ptolemaic system wrong. He concluded that the sun's orbit was elliptical and that the planets orbit around the sun.
Nicolaus Copernicus was a Polish mathematician who believed that the universe was centered around the sun, also known as heliocentrism, this concluding that the planets revolved around the sun and the moon revolved around the earth.
Robert Boyle was the first scientist to control experiments in chemistry. He worked with the property of gases, which led him to create Boyle's law, which states that the pressure and volume have an inverse relationship.
William Harvey was one of the first people to study human anatomy. He dissected human bodies to describe organs and the human body structure. He showed that the heart, not the liver, was the beginning point of the circulation for blood.
Margaret Cavendish was one of the first female scientists. She studied subjects for girls such as music, dancing, reading, and needlework. She wrote many things on scientific matters.
René Descartes, also known as the father of modern philosophy, argued that the nature of mind is way different than the nature of body. He concluded that everything can be explained.
There are many advancements during the scientific revolution, and we continue to use these advancements throughout the world today. All of the contributions from the scientists during the scientific revolution have made a great impact on the world today.
Created using Powtoon.